My fault. I apologize. Welcome to another episode of Comic Finds. I am your host, Chuck Chuckser. And in Comic Finds, in our episodes, we basically find the most interesting comics I can possibly find out there. And it's all about the story. It's all about being with me on the adventure, and I will give you my best opinion. And it's not the end all be all, I get that. But it's all about the read. Having you come back day by day and just listening to a story or listening to me talk about a story and showing you the pictures and the narrative, the artist itself. I just find it fun, and I love reading and I love art, so comics is the best thing for me. And with that being said, I've been blessed to have 3 comic book stores near me and a vintage toy store. And there's no place to put all the stuff. I'm not a big collector. I mean, I could probably toss it behind me, but I'm not a big collector. It's all about the read, and that's what we're trying to tell you. And the first one I picked up for Tuesday for Wednesday is going to be called Blown Away, which is number 2. The quick recap on the first one, Blow Away, was a female who was a photographer working for a streaming company who's trying to get these rare birds, but winds up coming across 2 hikers. And one wearing a red coat, one wearing a blue coat, and they basically were climbing to the top of the Everest or the mountaintop. And then they get into a scuffle, and one of them falls down the mountain. She's like, "What is going on? This can't be happening." And she goes and investigates, and she winds up going to the site. Don't see either one of the people. She picks up a Go camera, and she starts heading back. And then she felt like she was being watched, and she was. She was being watched by somebody with a scope that was pointed right at her, with wearing a mask. So very intriguing story. So part 2 of Blown Away. The girl with the GoPro camera basically realized that it's frozen and she's gonna have to wait to thaw it out. But she's like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the local sheriff. She goes to the local sheriff. The local female sheriff, she gets sassy with her because she works by herself. There's really not much crime going on in this small little place, little town. And mountains, and she just dismissed it. She saw it. She's like, yeah, it looks like 2 people arguing. They could be back down and they could be camping. Let's not make a big deal about this until, maybe 2 days or whatever. So my little photographer friend, she just decides to still continue doing her investigation. She starts going to the local bars, asking questions about, hey, do you see any climbers come by? One wearing a red jacket, one wearing a blue jacket. And they're like, nah, we mind our business. Then she goes to the airport. She starts asking around, hey, do you remember bringing back some people back from the airport? And people just like, nah, we just mind my business. I don't want to be bothered with that. We come and go. But there was hikers, and yes, they do come here every so often and they hike. So she was like, all right, cool. She finally gets back to her location where she's doing her camera and filming. She gets a call from her boss because, it's been a couple of weeks and she has not got these not special, but rare birds in these mountains. And she's like, yo, if you don't get it done soon, you're out. And we're just going to replace you. And she's like, you can't replace me. I'm like the best there is. He's like, no, you don't get any more videos, you're out. Unless you find something else. And then she was like, I'm not really sure. So that being said, the camera thaws out. And she's looking at the camera and she realizes it's a man and woman. And they were hiking, and they've been doing this for a long time. The guy kind of, with the GoPro, starts realizing he's kind of scared from this hiking and mountain, and he's like turning into a different person. Like he's scared of something, but she does not really know what. And the wife is like, I'm nervous for him because he's acting really weird. And then it looks like they kind of show the fight on the mountain. So they wind up having a tour guide. And the tour guide is the one who basically brings the husband, looks like husband and wife, to the top of the mountain, and they were stranded by themselves. And as time went on, the male, who was basically getting paranoid, but don't know why they get paranoid, don't understand what's going on. He's just getting scared as days go up, and he's like regretting it. And the wife is like, hey, he's getting, on the side, she's like, yo, he's getting weird, he's getting scared, but I don't know why. And to the point he was like paranoid, like, who are you talking to? It was insane. But now at least we know it's a husband and wife, or boyfriend and girlfriend, and she also looks at the video further and she sees, like I said, it's they're fighting. Like, did he record it on purpose? Did he capture it on purpose? Are they still alive? She's got the Go camera now, and she's watching all this video. And then guess what? The sheriff shows up. I don't know. It's a coincidence the sheriff shows up. Like, she knows something. There's more to it, or she knows that the girl is BSing. Like, there is more to it. Again, it's been a good story from the very beginning. Blow Away. It's from Boom Studios. The story's interesting. Like, I want to know what's going on. I mean, it's a suspense mystery. I mean, I'm not looking to see Scooby-Doo in the mountain. We know there's birds out there. It was okay, this storyline. So we're getting to know a little bit more. Maybe I wanted a little more action. Maybe somebody's trying to kill it. I don't know. I mean, I was looking for a little bit more, but all in all, I'm still going to catch episode number 3. So for my book for Tuesdays or Wednesdays is number 2 from Boom Studios, and it's called Blow Away. Pick it up. It's a continuation. My second comic that I picked up this week is from DC, and it's a Batman comic, but it's Nightwing. It's called The Fallen Grayson. I'm a huge Batman fan. I know if you're a collector of Batman, you be collecting forever. There's so many stories. This is basically Dick Grayson as Dick Grayson, not as Nightwing, not as Robin, doing his own little thing with Bruce Wayne and doing it in his natural form, not under a mask and cape and hidden. He's actually doing like a Bruce Wayne, but being more productive in Gotham, in the place where he lives, and he's trying to basically get rid of crime, with whatever money he has, related to Batman, to Bruce Wayne. So, and it's going off of the one who originally killed his family, the Graysons. I mean, it's an okay story. It's a small mini series. I mean, it's from like part 1 of 5. I mean, to me, it wasn't like the best. I mean, the drawings were great. It was just, Tony Zuko. He's at it again. He's going after the only Grayson left. And the storyline starts off pretty cool. It's just Dick Grayson's basically in like some kind of winter mountain type of area, and he's on a retreat trying to find himself. He's always falling. He has like bad memories, and he's trying to do the right thing. And Tony Zuko is basically obviously just trying to kill him, the last Grayson there is. I mean, it's a 5-part miniseries. Did it catch me to enough to want to read it? I don't know. I mean, like I said, I only have 3 choices to pick. I mean, I try to keep it minimal per week, every Wednesday, because they're like $5 a book. It's a small channel. I'm growing, but I don't know. For $4.99 for first issue, I don't think I'm doing it. Just because it doesn't, I don't know. It could be just a small mini series, and it just didn't grasp my attention. So, for that being said, Nightwing, I apologize, but I'm not really into this book for this week. My third book I got for this week, it's from Image. It is called Blood Squad 7. I don't know what's wrong with this week. I mean, maybe it's me, or maybe just not into these particular ones that I've got this recently. I mean, Blood Squad 7, it sounds like it was going to be an interesting thing. Again, I'm all about the stories. I'm not going to pick the comics that you normally pick that's on your pull list. I'm picking comics that is the unknown. If you're not really sure of, and those are the comics I want to read. I want to see the art. I want to see the story. Is it like the characters good enough? Like, to me, Blood Squad 7 kind of felt like The Boys from the TV series. Superheroes with a cutting edge, a lot of action, a lot of killing, and it's related to just their attitude, and the team is being built up, and it's a covert team, and they're trying to figure out how to merchandise themselves and have like action figures themselves. It's like narcissistic stuff like The Boys, from the hit TV show. I read it. I've seen it. It's been done before. So Blood Squad 7, to me, was, again, it's been done before. Nothing big about it. Maybe new characters, new names, but all in all, it's redundant. So That being said, and I'm sorry, I mean, Blow Away from Boom Studios, I enjoyed it. I'll continue seeing because I want to see what's going on in there. Nightwing, I don't know. I mean, Dick Grayson is like the best Robin ever and takes over the mantle of Batman at any point. But, you know, it's a miniseries, one of five. Am I going to collect all five of them? Nah, I'm going to say no. I'm going to skip that one. And as far as this Blood Squad 7, been there, done that, seen it, not interested in it. That doesn't mean it's not good for you. Remember, I told you, it's not the be-all, end-all of my opinion or suggestions. It's just that I just didn't feel worth it for me. Okay? With that being said, and I'm trying to do my best with this channel and being honest as possible without cursing and without shitting on anybody's comic, I just want a great story with great artists. I want new. I want something good. With that being said, please subscribe, like, and comment. The more we have comments and likes, the more books I could give you my best opinion on. And that being said, thank you for watching Comic Finds. I am your host, Chuck Chuckster. Continue growing, continue reading for the love of comics. Enjoy.